हरि ओम। ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः। ओम श्री महाविष्णवे नमः। ओम श्री महादेवाय नमः। ओम श्री महादुर्गायै नमः। ओम श्री राम रामाय नमः। ओम श्री सद्गुरवे नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। शङ्करं परमानन्दं ब्रह्मनिष्ठं यतीश्वरम् भाष्यभ्रान्तिहरं वन्दे शुद्धज्ञानैकबोधकम्। ॐ नमः शिवाय 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 ॐ नमः शिवाय। नमः पार्वतीपतये हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll begin with the Shanti mantra. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu ma Vidvishavahai। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti। Hari Om. We shall chant the beautiful song of the enlightened person. Iman lokan kamanne kamarupyan sancharan etat samagayan naste ha bhuha bhuha bhu ahamannam 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 ahamannado ohamannado ohamannadah ahagashloka krita ahamasmi pratamajartasya purvam devebhyo amrutasya nabhai yo ma dadati saideva ma vaha अहमन्नमन्नमदन्तमामि अहं विश्वं भुवनप्यभवाम् सुवर्णज्योतिः य एवं वेद इत्युपनिषत्. So Bhrigu, after learning from his teacher, his own father, he did tapas and he realized his own self as Brahma. Shankaracharya writes, Kiti Valli Dvaya Vihita Upanishad Param Atmajnanam, that in these two Vallis, in Valli number 2, that is Brahmananda Valli, and in this Bhrigu Valli, in these two Vallis, the supreme knowledge of that Atma is revealed. Paramatma Jnanam. Tam etam yatha uktam Upanishadam, whoever, the seekers who Shantaha, Dantaha, Uparataha, Titikshuhu, Samahitaha, Bhutva, Bhruguvat Tapo Mahad Asthaya, Ya Evam Veda, Tasya Idam Phalam Yatha Ukta Moksha Iti. That just like Bhrigu, a sincere seeker, having the qualities of Shanta, control over our mind, that is called being Shanta, means we should be able to utilize our mind in whatever activities we want at will. The mind should not dictate the terms. We should be able to engage the mind in activities also, and we should be able to restrain the mind from all activities. We should be able to direct the mind wherever we want. If we don't want the mind to be active, then mind should just sit quietly without making any noise. So that total control over our mind is what is called being Shanta. This is very important quality which should be acquired by a sincere seeker. Because with the help of our mind only we will be able to realize our Supreme Self. Our mind is an instrument which is very helpful. Though the mind cannot directly comprehend the self, but taking support of the mind, one can realize the self. Therefore, the Upanishad not only says that yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasa saha, that Supreme Brahma is such that the mind returns back along with the speech without attaining it. But at the same time, the Upanishad also says that manasa eva avaptavyam, that one should attain that Brahma with the help of the mind. So mind should be under our control, should be Shantaha, that is a very important quality. Then Dantaha. Danta means what? Control over our senses. Not only the organs of perception, but the organs of action also should be under our control. Means wherever we want to engage the senses, they should be willing to engage. And whenever we want to withdraw the senses, then they should withdraw. Total control over our senses. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan gives the example of a kurm, of a tortoise. The tortoise can withdraw its limbs at will. Kurmongani vasarvashaha. Whenever it wants to withdraw, it can withdraw its limbs within its shell. And whenever it wants to engage with the world, it brings out the limbs. Similarly, a seeker should be able to withdraw the senses from the world of objects at will. See, this is required when we want to meditate or we want to contemplate. We don't want the senses to disturb us. So we should be able to withdraw them from the distractions, from the engagements with the world, and just focus our attention on contemplation or meditation. So that is called Danta. These qualities are mentioned by Shankaracharya ji in his Bhashya. He says all these qualities are required for a seeker. So Shanta, Danta, Uparata. Uparata means the ability to withdraw our mind from other engagements. See, we are so busy in the world. Many people are so busy in the world. Our mind is constantly engaged in something or other. We are constantly thinking about something. Even when we are not doing any work, our mind keeps on thinking about the past. We replay the entire past, or we imagine the future, or keep on thinking about the present. So the mind is very busy. It likes to be busy. People cannot remain just like that, free from all activities. They feel suffocated, they feel restless. And nowadays, with this distraction of our mobile, people are busy even when they get a few seconds free time, they will look into their mobile, will see what are the things happening in the world. So such a person will not be able to do any sadhana. So in order to do sadhana, in order to meditate and do tapas, as Bhrigu did, we should be able to withdraw our attention from all other engagements. So that is called uparata. Then titikshu, becoming a titikshu means ability to bear with all the ups and downs of life, heat and cold, happiness and unhappiness, pleasure and pain, joy and sorrow, victory and defeat. So many things keep coming in our life. Even when we are sincerely pursuing this path of spirituality, different experiences keep coming in our life. So we should be able to bear with them, should not resist, should not fight, should not engage ourselves in those activities. So that ability is called is called being having titiksha. So one should have the titiksha. And samahita, one should have focus. One should have focus on our goal of enlightenment. So one who has all these qualities, Shanta, Danta, Uparata, Titikshu, and Samahita, then what? Bhutva Bhrigu Tapo Mahadastaya, then like Bhrigu, one should engage into tapas, focusing our attention on the self. That is tapas. And if we do that, we shall also attain that enlightenment. We shall also realize our own self as Bhrigu did. So Bhutva Bhrigu tapo mahad astaya ya evam veda tasya idam phalam yatha uttam moksha iti. One will attain that moksha as the result of this tapas. So this is very important. So thus concludes this beautiful Valli, Bhrigu Valli. So iti Bhrigu Vallyam dashamo anuvakaha. Now we shall briefly summarize what we have learned from this Valli. See, one should keep on learning, keep on contemplating till the knowledge becomes very clear in our antakarana. We should be able to recollect what we have learned. See, one is we take down notes, we listen, but we should be able to recollect what we have learned. And we should be able to reproduce what we have learned through our speech, through our writing, so that it becomes very clear to us. So we have gone through this whole Valli, but we will just summarize what we have learned. See, as I have said, as you know, this Taittiriya Upanishad is from Krishna Yajurved, and the 7th, 8th, and 9th the chapter, which is in Taittiriya Aranyaka, is called this Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad. So there are these 3 chapters or 3 vallis. So the first valli is called Shiksha Valli, which briefly talks about the various upasanas and the guidance to seekers who have been studying the Shastra at the Gurukul, and those who go back into the Grahastha ashram. So guidance is given to them how one should live one's life so that one becomes fit to attain that moksha slowly and steadily in this lifetime itself. So guidance like Satyam Vada, Dharman Chara, etc. was given. Then we have this beautiful Brahmananda Valli, the second Valli, called the Brahmananda Valli. In that Brahmananda Valli, directly the knowledge of that Supreme Brahma is revealed. It begins with that sutra, Om Brahmavida apnoti param tadeshabhyukta satyam jnanamanantam brahma yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyoman सोष्णुते सर्वान् कामान् सह ब्रह्मणा विपश्चितेति. So in this way, this Brahmananda Valli reveals that Brahma Vidya. First, it reveals the Swarupa Lakshana of that Brahma which we have to know. Having known which, one will attain that Brahma. To attain Brahma is to know Brahma. Knowing Brahma itself is to attain Brahma. And one who attains Brahma attains the Supreme. So what are the Lakshanas of this Brahma? Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. And one has to recognize this Brahma in the cave of one's own heart. We have to recognize this Brahma in the deep recesses of our own Antakarana. We have to recognize Brahma where we experience the sense of I in this body itself. So that is what is called Ki yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyoman. One who recognizes this Brahma in that space within the heart, such a person attains the fulfillment of all desires at the same time. Means he attains the happiness of all the beings at the same time. Means he attains the supreme eternal happiness. Because all beings are myself. And the happiness which belongs to all beings are also myself. So in order to understand this Brahma, the creation was described, that how this whole creation has come from Brahma, how it is sustained in Brahma, and how it merges back into Brahma. So with the help of this creation, by analyzing the Lakshanas of this creation, which is a Karya, we can understand the Lakshanas of Brahma as Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. The creation is Asatyam, Jadam, Parichinnam, and Brahma is Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam. So we have seen that elaborately when we studied the Brahmananda Valli. Those who have forgotten, you may listen to those pravachans again and contemplate on them. So after revealing that Brahma Vidya in Brahmananda Valli, the teacher or the Upanishad now in this Bhrigu Valli demonstrate through a dialogue between a student and a teacher that how one can follow this path and attain that moksha, attain that enlightenment. So that is being demonstrated through the story of Bhrigu. So this Bhrigu Valli begins with the story of Bhrigu approaching his father. So Bhrigu, a very sincere person, a sincere seeker, having all the qualities which just now we talked about, Shanta, Danta, Uparata, Titiksu, Samahita, all these qualities were there in Bhrigu. So he approached his father because in order to attain that Brahma, we have to approach a teacher. Without the guidance of the teacher, we will not be able to comprehend this Brahma. So Bhrigu approaches his father and requests him to teach him Brahma Vidya. Om Bhrigurvai Varunihi Varunam Pitarumupasasara Adhihi Bhagavo Brahmeti Tasma Etat Provacha Annam Pranam Chakshushrotram Manovachamiti Tagam Hovacha Yato va imani bhutani jayante येन जातानि जीवन्ति यत्प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्ति तद्विजिज्ञासस्व तद्ब्रह्मेति सतपोतप्यत सतपस्तप्त्वा. So Bhrigu requested his father Varuna to teach him Brahma Vidya. And his father, first he said that you don't have to go anywhere to attain that Brahma Vidya. You can attain it here and now with the help of the equipment which you have. What are the equipment which we have? Annam, Pranam, Chakshus, Shrotram, Mano, Vachamiti. We have this body which is made up of food. It's called Annam. Then we have pranas, we have chakshu, eyes, then shrotram, ears, means all the sense organs. Then manaha, we have the mind, that is antakarana, and vacham, speech and all the organs of action. So we have this whole equipment, the stula sharir as well as the sukshma sharir. With the help of these bodies, we have to recognize Brahma and realize Brahma. Now see, there is a very important statement given in our Shastras. Yatha pinde tatha brahmande. Or yatha brahmande tatha pinde. What is there in the entire cosmos is there in this individual. And what is there in this individual is there in this entire cosmos. If we want to understand the entire Brahmanda, Brahmanda is the expression of Brahma. This whole cosmos is called Brahmanda. Brahman is big, large, infinite. This infinite cosmos with infinite galaxies and stars and planets and vast cosmos, infinite cosmos which we see. Which we see means we see only a little portion of this cosmos. He is called Brahmanda. The secret of this Brahmanda, if you want to know, we can look for it in our own self, in this body, mind, intellect, and our self. If we study this individual, we will be able to understand the totality. This is the secret. If we want to understand the totality, you study the individual. Because there is this complete intimate connection. What is there in this individual is there in this totality. See, even if you see some of the pictures, nowadays there are those pictures of our brain waves also. We have our brain, though some people don't use the brain completely properly. But we have these brains which fire lots of different types of rays alpha rays and beta rays and gamma rays and theta rays and all these neurons are there which fires when we think, when we feel, when we see, perceive, when we remember, when we get frightened, when we are happy, different types of waves are fired within, which can be studied through the brain scanning and all. So this brain, if you see the picture of these neurons and all, and if you see the picture of the galaxies, the vast and infinite galaxies which are there, they also are linked in this together in this huge universe. All these galaxies and multiple galaxies are also linked to each other. And that picture also looks like the picture of our brain only. We have, if the Brahmanda also has got various layers, and we also have various layers. So if we can go dive within us, we will be able to recognize that essence of myself. And the Shastras say the essence of you and the essence of the world is one. That which is there in your antakarana, the truth which is there in you, and the truth which is there in this cosmos is one, which is revealed by this beautiful statement. Ki yaschayam purushe yaschasavaditye sa ekaha. So that which is there in this person and that which is there in this cosmos is one. Science also tries to understand this universe. Science uses the technique of observation, experimentation, coming up with various hypotheses, various theories. Then they try to prove these hypotheses, theories by again doing some experiments. And then finally understanding the laws which govern this world. So gravitational laws, electromagnetic laws, so many laws they discover by observing this universe. So they keep on observing and they come up with various theories. Because the theories they can come up, but to prove these theories right is not so easy. Like after observing this world, they came to a theory because everything which is seen, observed, all these galaxies, they are as though going away from each other. So if you go back in time, they must be closer to each other, all these galaxies. And if you go back, much back in time, then all these galaxies were at one point, which they call singularity. That point, singularity, had infinite mass and infinite energy. And from that singularity, the entire universe came into existence. That they call a Big Bang. What was there before the Big Bang, they don't know. but they talk about this Big Bang, science. But it is just a theory. It is not proved to be right. So various theories one comes up with and keep on doing experiments to see which theory is right. So it's an ongoing process of science. Vedanta says, don't go in that direction. Don't go in that direction. If you want to know the truth of this Brahmanda, then go within yourself. Don't go within one molecule also. Go within yourself. What you think as yourself, go within that. And here the teacher gives this guidance to Bhrigu that Brahma is that yato va imani bhutani jayanti. It is that from where all these beings are born, ena jatani jivanti, and having born, they are sustained in this Brahma. And yet prayante samvishanti, and again merge back into that Brahma. Means it is not only the cause of all this entire universe, but everything again merges back into it. Everything merges back into it. So tad vijitnyasasva. So contemplate and find out this source, but not go outside. Don't try to build some huge telescopes or send some satellites or use some or build some Hydron project or something. But subjectively, consciously, go within. Not by cutting the body or something, but shift your attention within yourself. And you will find this Brahma. So Bhrigu, taking this guidance, he did tapas. Tapas means focused attention. So he focused his attention on himself, not on the world, not on the sky or the sun or something, but he went to a secluded place and just focused his attention on himself. Because his father has said all beings are born from Brahma, that means I am also born from Brahma. Means my source, the source of this being, is also Brahma. So go within. So as he undertook this path, first he recognized the outermost layer of his personality. And that outermost layer of our personality is our body. We experience ourselves here in this body. We don't experience ourselves outside the body. We may be attached to people outside our body. We might be attached to things outside our body. But we don't experience our presence outside the body. You don't experience yourself in your house or in your car or in your wealth. You experience yourself in this body. The sense of I is experienced wherever the body goes. Now you are sitting at one place, you experience I am here. and you have the surrounding. If you get up from that place and go to some other place, there also you will experience same thing. I am here. You will always experience I am here, and also I am now. I am here and I am now. In the time scale, you experience yourself in the present moment. In space, you experience yourself here. So when we look at ourselves, we are made up of this body. That is what we experience at the outermost level of our being, our personality. And what is this body made up of? The Upanishad calls it Anna. Anna is not only what we eat with our mouth, but what we eat with all our senses. So this body is made up of all these five elements: Akash, Vayu, Agni, Jal, Prithvi. Akash we eat with our ears, Vayu we eat with our skin, Agni we eat with our eyes, water we eat with our mouth, Prithvi we eat with our nose. So this entire world, which is made up of these five great elements, which is nothing but matter, that alone has gone to become my body. So body is born in matter, it is sustained in matter and get dissolved in matter. So matter alone seems to have all the lakshanas of Brahma. That all beings are born in matter, they are sustained in matter and merge back into matter. So Bhrigu first realized that Brahma is matter. Then his father told him that do some more tapas. Then he went within. When we go within our body, when we try to analyze and contemplate on what is there within this body, what do we see? This body is not only made up of matter, but body is active. Body is very active. There's a lot of movement and lot of activities happening within this body. Luckily, it is not so noisy. Otherwise, everyone walking around would make so much noise. So much of activity is happening in this body, which is made up of so many tiny little cells are there. The cells are constantly active. Blood and all these systems are there. Circulatory system, digestive system, and lymphatic system, and all sorts of systems are there. Neural system, nervous system, all these activities keep on happening in the body. It's a huge factory with constant activity happening. And it doesn't care whether you are awake or you are sleeping or you are dreaming or you are happy, unhappy, or you are whatever, the activity keep on happening. So there is that energy is there, that power is there, which is making this body active. That power, that energy is called prana. That prana is making our body active. It is the life energy in this body. And the same prana is there in this entire cosmos, making the cosmos active. So just like we have this outermost layer of matter, and within this matter is the layer of energy. Similarly, this whole cosmos is made up of matter, and there is this energy which keeps this matter active. Science has reached or talks about this matter and energy only. They have not gone further much, the main science. So within this energy and within this prana, there is one more layer within. That layer is made up of our perceptions, our activities through our organs of action, our thinking, our feeling, our reactions. So there is a layer of perceptions, of reactions, of thinking, of emotions, which is also very busy layer. That is called Manomaya Kosha. It's a very busy layer. Thinking, feeling, perceiving, reacting. This is the layer. Which is subtler than our pranas. The eyes are not only active, but they have the ability to see. The ears are not only active, they have the ability to hear. Then there is something called mind, which has got the ability to think, to feel. It is not just simple energy. It is something subtler than the energy. Though it also requires some energy, but it is subtler than the energy. The thinking layer, the feeling layer, the perception, the reactions, Manomaya Kosh. So if you go within yourself through tapas, you will encounter this layer. So one should enter our whole system like an explorer, like a scientist. Just observe, go within and observe the various layers of your being. So this is the layer of thinking, layer of emotions, they're all together, layer of perceptions, layer of reactions. Manomaya Kosh. Science has not gone there. Science feels that these are all subjective things. They think it is an expression of matter, this consciousness they feel is expression of matter. They feel that mind is expression of matter. Thinking is all expression of matter. No, it is something subtler than matter. Science has not gone there yet. And subtler than this layer of thinking, layer of the mind, my coach, there is that layer that of intelligence, of knowledge, of understanding, which is a very subtle layer. There is that understanding which happens beyond all language, beyond all thinking, beyond all what you call perceptions, that understanding. It is there within. So thoughtless, objectless understanding, knowledge, intelligence, that layer is there within, which is called Vijnanamaya Kosha. So Bhrigu, through his tapas, he reached that layer also. And his father told him that you do tapas more, go deeper. So when Bhrigu did tapas, he found that even this intelligence is functioning, is motivated by experience, by happiness. All beings, they live, they work, they think, they do things for the sake of happiness. Happiness is the motivator for all beings. Happiness propels intelligence. Happiness propels all thinking and perception. Happiness propels this body also to move around in this world. So this happiness is quite strange experience. It's a very deep layer. It's also kosha, a covering over that Brahma, over the real nature of Brahma. Though these koshas are also expressions of Brahma, but they are as though they cover the real nature of that Brahma. So there is this experience which we have of happiness of different levels, Priya, Moda, Pramoda. But they have some reason behind them. Our happiness in this world, they have some reason. We pursue something, we feel happy. We get something, we feel happy. We go somewhere, we feel happy. We eat something, we feel happy. Someone say nice thing to us, we feel happy. So they have a reason. So though all those happiness which have got reason, they are also layer, they are kosha. But deeper than this Anandamaya Kosh is that pure Ananda. Ananda without any reason. Ananda without any objects. Ananda without any thoughts. Ananda without any perceptions. Ananda without any achievements. Pure, unadulterated, homogeneous, supreme, eternal happiness. That happiness alone expresses as this happiness of reason, of perception, achievements and all. Priyamod, Pramod. This is the Anandamaya Kosh. Beyond that Anandamaya Kosh is that pure, supreme, eternal happiness. That happiness is my own self. That happiness is Brahma. And everything is born from that happiness, is sustained in that happiness, and merges back into that happiness. That Brahma is pure, unadulterated, eternal happiness. And that happiness is not non existent, it is existent happiness. Means it is Sat Anand. And that happiness is not something which is unconscious, it is conscious happiness. Means Chit Anand. Means that Brahma is Sat, Chit, and Ananta Anand. That Brahma is Ananda. But these three adjectives are there for that Ananda. How is that Ananda? Sat Ananda. Sat means existence. Chit means knowledge, consciousness, knowledge. It is not something which, like one is asleep or something. Conscious, awareful, Ananda. And it is infinite, not limited Ananda, not limited in time, space, object. Not that you get happy and then that happiness goes away. No, it is eternal, infinite happiness. So Sat Ananda, Chit Ananda, Ananta Ananda, Satchidananda, Satchit Ananta Ananda, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Anandam Brahma. And that Brahma am I. Through tapas, by transcending these layers, we will be able to sit in our own self as Ananda. So, by diving within ourselves, we will understand the mystery of this entire creation. And when we gain that enlightenment, not that things will disappear or we will die or something will happen, no. And from that state of experience, from that enlightened state or being that self, being that Brahma, through this equipment when the person looks, because this equipment will not disappear. So enlightened person, when he looks through this equipment, he sees the same world, but he understands that this whole world is myself. That I am present in all and everything is existing in me. This you and I will be able to realize and experience if we follow the path shown by Bhrigu. So please listen to these pravachans again and again, contemplate, meditate, and comprehend this Brahma. Okay? I think we will meet one more time on Wednesday also. We will again understand this Taittiriya Upanishad properly. And if you have any questions or anything you want to ask, you may also ask. You can write down your question in the comment section. And then we will conclude on Wednesday with Taittiriya Upanishads. And I will also tell on Wednesday what we will do next. Okay? So till then, you take care. Be happy, safe, peaceful, healthy. Do your work, do your sadhana. Listen to the pravachan again, and we shall meet again soon. Hari Om. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Bole Siya Ramchandra Bhagwan ki Jai. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha. Hari Om.